the strangest message to give late tonight. Just kind of woke up here. Um, this, to me, is what I believe God has told me to write. So I did. Um, I'm going to tell you right now that this message, well, I'm just going to read it. It's better explained in how I wrote it than what I can say right now. I believe God is coming to me with a new covenant. And it starts out, after the true children of God perish from this world, the ones who deny the God will perish with the world. God will no longer send his children to die for him. Satan has condemned his children long enough. If you wish to live for Satan, then you will condemn yourselves with Satan. This is no longer a place for God or his children. He washes his hands from those who seek Satan. No more misery for those who love our true God as much as he loves us. If this is the way you wish to live, is to die, then your wish is granted. God's children will come home. Your Satan and those who wish to follow his ways will perish with this world. No more promises will be granted to you. You will live as you speak. God's children are that of love, not that of condemnation. God's true children will inherit God's kingdom. Satan's true children will inherit his promise of death. There will be no more rebirth for those of Satan. You will be held true in the ways you wish. It's time for God's children to go home and wash their hands from those that choose to condemn them. God will give this time left as a reminder to those who choose to persecute them. After they are condemned, so is this world. No more suffering for those who wish to live in love. These loving people will have a world they wish. Those who live in fear will have the world you wish. God gives this world to those who choose to live in evil, and takes his true children and gives them a world. God's children will gain a world that never perishes. Satan will be the one of the dead. No longer will God's children go to war with the evils of this world. The people who choose a death will receive a death. Those who choose God will receive a peaceful world they speak of. The peacekeepers will no longer have to suffer this experience because of the Satan some choose to worship. And again, as you perish in Satan's ways, so shall this world. The hourglass starts now. That's God's children will hear this and they will know this. But this message isn't for God's children. This is for those who follow Satan. And they will be reminded this message every single day. I don't really know what to say. That message to me is a little rough. But what do I say to it? Do I just let it sit there on a piece of paper and not say anything? No, I believe I was meant to say it. I'm kind of speechless right now. I just really don't know what to say after that. I know the lighting in here sucks, but this message doesn't have to do with the lighting of me. It has to do with God's light. I understand that message, but what do you do? A peaceful world is what I do wish to have. And this world isn't very peaceful. It can be sometimes. All I know is I'm ready to go home. Maybe that message means nothing. Maybe that wasn't God talking to me, telling me to write that. But I believe we'll find out. I believe if this message holds any truth to it, if it wasn't just me thinking to myself, if it was just that, and if it wasn't God, or if it or whatever it was, if that holds any truth to it, we will find out. We will definitely find out. Um, I think I'm done making videos. This is my last message. And I think that's what that message says, is for this to be my last message. I guess I should wash my hands of it too. Something to think about. I got a lot of thinking to do. I really don't know what to say after that message. I'm having a hard time finding words after that. Because I do consider myself to be a follower of God. And I do love God very, very much. And if this is how it's going to be, this is a world of Satan, then I believe God when He says it perishes with Satan. I don't choose to follow Satan. I'm not going to be that guy. do choose to follow God and His love. But I do wish to have a world of peace. And Satan's not going to offer me that. But God does. I'm trying to think of something to say to that. And I cannot really find anything to say to that. And if that is true and that is a new covenant, what can you say to that? You tell me. But I think I'm just going to end it here. Because I have no idea what to say. I'm just constantly thinking about that message. It's just in my mind thinking about it. But no sense in just going on and on about what has been said. I'm just, I don't know. I'm just going to end the message.